Hey friends, it's Kip Icon and welcome back to Kip Plays Kentucky Route Zero. We are finally at Sam and Ida's. This was one of the names I put on the list of things to look out for from the interlude here and there along the echo, but I just like to take a moment to kind of understand what happened here. Conway has been transformed into one of the distillery workers, and the distillery guys have taken him away. We had an option at the end there with Homer that said there was one option that was a skull and one option that was a return arrow. I did have one of you friends help me out. You gave me the tip that with that, if you choose the skull, you don't get to see Homer again. But if you choose the arrow, you do keep Homer in your party, essentially. So that wasn't spoilery, and totally that decision came out of nowhere. I don't know what I would have chosen had I not known, but it would have been a surprise either way. Also, Shannon is now wearing Conway's coat. Shannon has become our new protagonist, I guess. Shannon inspects Homer's eyes. Homer's left eye is clouded by a dense cataract, or she can't tell if Homer is staring back or just staring. Yikes. Dang, she looks a little bit longer but can't find any sign of recognition. This does not bode well. Sam? Is Sam in that? Hello out there! Headed up or down? Sometimes I wonder myself. Best never to dive with doubt in your heart, though it can't always be helped. Well, head on upstairs and she'll take care of you. I'll be along in a minute. Are you inside this thing? Oh wow, she is running now. What's over here? I wonder if we wait long enough if something will pop up. Nothing over here? Alright, just keeping an eye out. Gotta keep an eye out in the world of Kentucky Route Zero. You can miss something like the organist, who is Will. You know his name is Will, but whenever we first saw Will in the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces, as one example. Oh, Kate's there. Just in time. We've already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board, getting ready for her show. Take a look at the menu. I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida is a bit of a local celebrity. For her cooking, I mean. Hey, Ezra was just asking about you. Junebug, we have not seen her in a while. Hey, Ezra was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you two are back, or where's the old man anyway? Has she not told them? Sorry, I have a little bit of a stuffy nose. Believe me, I tried to get rid of it. Bad luck. You'll get it next time. To Shannon. Hey, got a quarter? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1 quarter. Thank you. So, where's... I mean, these are two options right here. He left or they took him. Those are two very different things. I'm going to say, with the way he was acting, he left. Oh. Okay. I have to say, I didn't know him very well, but he seemed like the kind of guy who was always on his way to somewhere else. Yeah, I'm going to go sit down. Cool. The food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro, let's give it another shot. So let's see what's on the top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clamshells, a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. That octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grip the bag well. The cowboy hat is in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. Those headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. It could be wrapped around something. What are you gonna try for? Ay. I like that the octopus is holding on to something, so I can get the octopus. Wow, alright, I admire your confidence. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The octopus is square in the middle. Let me know if you need any help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go. Oh, nice, we got music and everything! Johnny inserts the coin and the machine awakens. Oh, timer 8. The claw hovers in the front left corner of the machine. Ezra pushes the joystick. I can't remember where it's at. Up first, right? Yeah, timer 7. The claw hovers halfway along the left wall of the machine. Halfway. I don't remember where it was. Got to go further. Push the joystick up. Timer 6. The claw hovers in the back left corner of the machine. Pushes the joystick right. Oh, I can really just position it anywhere. 5. Let's push it right again. Back right corner of the machine. And push the joystick down. Claw hovers halfway along the right wall of the machine. I don't know, does this look right? You're too far to the right. Oh, I could be checking with him the whole time? You're too far to the right. Well, I'm gonna have to push the joystick left. And we'll ask if that looks right. Whoopsies. Yeah, it looks good to me. Go for it. The claw hovers in the center of the machine. Ezra pushes the button to drop the claw. The claw drops. It grabs the octopus. The octopus is attached too securely to the plastic boombox beneath it. It slips with... Gosh dang it. Oh, no good. I had a feeling that octopus was a little too comfortable in there. Should I have gone for the shells, do you think? Oh, no. Hey, listen, it sounds like that old man you were following around, I guess he had to leave. Is he coming back? Well, probably not. He's got himself on a trajectory, you know. Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need any help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just wanted to make sure you know that. Well, it would be fun, I think, for him to go along with the robots. Can I keep going with you? Hey, I've got no objection. We have a pretty ad hoc thing going on, me and Junebug. I'd have to talk to her, but I bet you're welcome to tag along for a while if you're into it. Hey, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. They have some pretty wild stuff in here. Oh, now we're... Johnny? Is this the first time we've controlled Johnny? Although, maybe I'm not really controlling him. Hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I've never known why. Actually, I think it might be real food coated with shellac or something, preserved. Oh, and look, this tentacle-looking thing is half-eaten. This is someone's meal that they didn't finish? Tentacle, gross. Man, I don't know, some people really like that stuff. I had some fried calamari once at a gas station. It was pretty good, but I stripped a gear trying to chew the beak. They're supposed to take that out. If Sam and Ida preserved this half-eaten meal, it must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they care about, like a beloved uncle had a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory. Oh my gosh. It's either, yeah, like these sunflower seeds my folks left behind, or my folks left behind a bag of sunflower seeds, but I threw it away. I should have kept it, right? No, I'm gonna say, yeah, like these sunflower seeds my folks left behind. Oh, I'm sure your folks are fine, though. Are you worried about them? No, they're gone. There's nothing to worry about. I just miss them. Okay, well, I don't know what the deal is with this table, but sometimes people do weird stuff because they miss someone.
Alright, I am
recording this in a different session. Sorry about that. I had a pretty stuffy nose and I decided to just wait to finish recording this episode. I'm not sure where it left off or where I'm picking up exactly either. Weird, somehow I thought it was his truck and delivery and all. It was. That's what she's saying. He just left it behind. But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why? Okay, I remember this. Because he's my friend. He needs my help to finish his job. That's right. He's our friend too. Johnny and I will help you unload when we get there. To Johnny. Lift with your legs, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and then Ida shows up. So, how was everything? How was the sweet cave snail? Devastating. You're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole cave snail colony down there about a year back, and we've been leaving rock candy for them to gorge on since. We just started harvesting earlier this month. Yes, it's all about patience down here. Everything grows more slowly in the dark. There's a fish in Lake Leth that lives to 200 years, and its flavor profile only develops at about 75. Yep, I read this line in a previous iteration of this recording and thought to myself, that's really clever and that's wonderful, and I am not feeling at 100% for this. But I'm at 100, friends. I'm at 100. I got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. Don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what kind of bones they are. Ooh, creepy. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean? Kate reviews the menu. I think she meant something from very deep in the lake. Ah, could be. Hands Shannon the menu. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this. Shannon inspects the menu. How about... Salamander log sounds interesting. Doesn't sound very primordial. Sweetwater cuttlefish spread or balsamic spinach. Let's turn the page. Shannon turns the page. Maybe crab and tomato cakes with Kentucky remoulade. Mollusk cakes with orange butter sauce. Aged blind cavefish and small salad. Let's do that. Aged blind cavefish and small salad. Good choice. Your friend will love it. I'll have that right out, sweetie. Thanks, Ida. Ezra leans over the table and carefully examines the preferred food and drink. These are all good. He prods a half-eaten tentacle. The tentacle is solid and fixed in place. We used to steam those. Juicy, but I prefer them smoked now. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Why didn't they finish their meal? Well, they had more than twice as much food as they really needed, so even half was too much. This food is about 15 years old. Wow. It's true. Things were different then. Nobody came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband Sam, was depressed. He couldn't catch anything that was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped in frozen or dried, and I just threw it in the fryer. We've both come a long way since then. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them in Lake Leth alone. They'd been out all day salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck, and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu without even looking. It was a short menu in those days. I sat him right there and went back to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing a Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. Sounds like a fun routine. An hour later, I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. Ida, he said, kind of frantic. These divers are still hungry. Bring them another course. And I said, they already ordered the whole menu. Sam said, make something new. Keep making up dishes, whatever. Just keep bringing out food. So I did until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night I could write a book. And it was good. Inspired. But I was working so hot and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. And I was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day, I knew I couldn't remember what all I'd done in the kitchen. Oh, I see Ezra now. He was kind of hiding over there. They both kind of blend into the wall. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but we couldn't get the lighting right, so we just shellacked the whole table. Now, when I need inspiration for the menu, I come and look here and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together for those divers. Of course, they didn't pay their full bill. I heard one of them complaining to the other, let's just pay half and let them charge the other half to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we can ask for it. But it all worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success in our expanded menu inspired Sam too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. I'd better get to work. Stay right here, sweetie, and I'll bring you a treat on my way back. I like Ida. I love this perspective shifting that keeps happening. Up and down. Oh, there's Sam. I've already forgotten what voice I gave Sam. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. The one and only. So, what are you? You look like, well, some kind of eel, I guess. Some kind of a mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like kind of dusty, dry. Where the hell you been swimming? Yeah, right? Skin feels like sandpaper. Huh. Well, she'll figure something out. I think I'll call you Silent Blue Eel. Welcome to Sam and Ida's, the one and only Silent Blue Eel. Or welcome to Sam and Ida's, the only one Silent Blue Eel. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. Have you ever seen a creature like me before? You were pretty far down there. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first, except there were 2 divers who went before me. Long ago. Maybe that was before your time. How old are you anyway, I wonder? They ate here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys. Could have been brothers, maybe. I was over in the corner with my coffee and crossword. I hadn't been able to catch a thing, so I'd have just fried up something from frozen. Well, these guys were hungry enough to eat it and asked for more, and they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I said before, they were divers, and like I said, they might have been brothers. They had a kind of rivalry going between them or something. Are you talking about Donald and Joseph? Ida was about to write up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute and told her to just keep bringing out food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. I like the differences between the same story that this Sam and Ida are both telling. It's like really showing their different personalities. This is wonderful. They went back and forth for hours about all that deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered at the weirdest depths of the Lake Leth. It was like a dance, no, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last, and I don't think that he's talking about Donald and Joseph now that I think about it, because we definitely would have heard if they had had a history with diving, and these divers seem pretty professional. And I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and dive-in routine they discovered. That's my map now, you see. For 15 years, I've been using routes those 2 young divers discussed right there at that table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good diving spots, and then where would we be? See, people come here from all over just to try our daily catch because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meals so I could look at it to jog my memory, like they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Wow, that's cool. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, Silent Blue Eel. There is one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you those boys were competing, right? One-upping each other, I mean, each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down here, just going by touch and a kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, I have to weigh it all against the risk that I'm headed right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little duel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about some dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. And when I get down there, my diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock where he said that fridge would be, and that's the end of Sam and Ida's. To be honest, that possibility puts the fear of death in me every time I touch water. Dang. There are more probable things to be afraid of in Lake Leth, I'm sure. Hey, Sam, good haul tonight? We'll see what she can make of it. Yeah, pretty good, I think. I hit some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacles just about sealed it up. I picked away for half an hour before I gave up and went around the other way. But I got the catch of the day. That's the important part. That's what people travel for. Are there a lot of fish in this lake? It seems so quiet. Yeah, there's a fish or two, not too many. It's not like a surface lake where you've got sunlight propping up the food chain. Life down here grows slowly, patiently, quietly. Will you stay for a drink? I've got a dark rum that goes well with coffee. It's a bit early for me. Yeah, seems like it's always too early. Oh, she's got your food. That's right, this is breakfast. Because the last episode I recorded, I rewatched the beginning and Kate was like, then we'll meet at Sam and Ida's for our scheduled early breakfast. See, I recall some stuff. Oh, she's got your food ready. You all enjoy your meal, all right? We will, Sam. What? Oh, I almost forgot that there's a new song in every act. I'm gonna turn it up, Franz. She still has Conway's coat on.
This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Turn it down for a second. This song I actually know from growing up with kind of a religious background. This is a hymn, but I've never heard it so sad.
If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Dang, this is good. Ugh.
I have a loving mother up in glory land, and I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting now for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Gosh, I am so sad right now because of Conway.
Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven. anymore.
Oh, how... Oh, I got choked up there. How haunting. We began this journey with Conway because we wanted him to finish his last delivery. I guess I kind of envisioned this whole game to be a metaphor for Conway's death, to be honest, but this is much worse. And now Homer's with us? With Shannon? And now Shannon is Conway. Shannon has taken over the delivery and wearing his jacket and everything. Wow. How many times do we find ourselves in an area? Maybe it's something like this. I don't know. It's different for everybody, but we're just in an area and we just realize, wow, something really awful just happened. And yet this area is still the same. The stairway is still the same. It still functions the same. Everything else is fine, even though your world has just been shattered. This is a really wonderful way to capture that feeling in my mind. All right. Now, are we going to go down the river a little bit more before the next act? Let's find out. She returns to the tugboat, or she listens to the river. She returns to the tugboat. That might be one of my favorite songs so far used in this game. But to be fair, I like them all. Incidentally, the songs by the Bedquilt Ramblers are not on Spotify. See that? Just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there of all the spots in the lake. It's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it like it was an island or something. I think I see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. Those all-in-one desks like they have in schools, if I remember right. It's been a few years since I saw the inside of one, I bet, Will. Those must have washed down from here from somewhere. I've never known there to be a school on the lake. Oh, there was Gemini School of Beauty. It was run by sisters, Cassie and Paula, indistinguishable except for their haircuts, but I wouldn't think they'd have used desks like that. We used to stop there most every night to let someone off for a cheap haircut. Student stylists, you know. They spared many a sailor of the pain of a botched do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep to the power company, as does everybody in this world. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. The haircuts are gone, but their hair keeps growing. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell, which is what you're doing. We arrived at a small houseboat neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents. Wait, what? A small houseboat neighborhood, let that sink in, and then that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents. Well, I guess Claire is scheduled that night to perform there, so I guess that's where we're gonna go, friends. Thanks a lot for watching. In the next episode, we are going to join Junebug and Johnny watching the show from the dockyard with the others. I have been and I'll continue to be Kip Icon as long as you friends continue to follow your drams.